Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to discuss about the connections management overview. Okay. So in this session, what we are going to learn about the connections. Okay. So the first things you should understand. Sorry, you can understand what is the connections string between the like end user to Oracle database. Okay, you just consider about any users. Okay, any users. So how they are going to retrieve the data. So when I am explaining about the update statement, select statements, so in that video I just show you, right? So first connection is going to the listener, and then the listener is going to check the data dictionary cache of the users authentications. So those kind of things I teach you, right? So that time what happened exactly, so we are going to do the practically. So what exactly is going to do? Okay, so okay, so please be stay with me. Okay, we'll go second slide. Okay, we can go the second slide. There is a two connections method. Okay, so one is the local connections and second one is the remote connections. Okay, actually there is a some features also is there, like LTAP, those kind of things. So that is very complicated, but in real time mostly we are using these two only. Okay, so that's why if most of the developers are using the remote connections only. Okay, so we are providing our connection string to the developers. The developers can able to access our databases. Okay, so this is the things as in developer sites. So local connections means we can, as a DBA, we can use from the using the SQL plus utility. Okay, so I just to show you that things as well. So how to connect the schema level and all. Okay, actually I'm planning for today take session as the user management, but before you just understand the connections between the user to database, so that you can easily understand when I'm going to teach about the user management. Okay, so that's why I'm making this the separate slide of the connections, so you have to understand it. Okay, so this is the database connectivity. Okay, so this is the client means, right? See here, this is the client means. So this is the client to access our databases. So by it is whatever like SID or service name, so whatever. Okay, so these all the things, if example end user to asking the request to the listener, the listener if it is listener and then is listener is up and running, so after that it will going to read our TNS name dot ora file. If maybe the ORCL is our service name, so it is available. So if the listener is validated these things, like yes, the ORCL is our registered services, so the connection should be established to the users. Okay, this is the flow. Okay, and you can see what I'm trying to say. So what is the service name, what is that, what I mean by. So for example, first things, okay, first things SQL plus HR is a username slash HR is a password at service name. Okay, so this is the service name I mean to say. So we already declare our service name in our TNS name.ora file. Okay, so after that if example SQL plus HR slash sorry username slash password at service name, so it will going to read the this service name is available or not in our TNS name Ora. Okay, so if it is available, but this service should be running in the listener. Okay, so if service is running in our listener, the listener going to establish the connections of the users. Okay, so this is the basic, this is the flow actually. So I will show you in practically. Okay, so after listener is given to the connection established. Okay, then the PGA, right? The PGA is coming to the picture. The PGA coming to the picture, and the PGA is providing the session to the particular users. Okay, and then the users is right now in our database. The users can do anything. Okay, so whatever as a DBA we are providing the privilege to the user, that users can do perform all the things in our databases. Okay, that's it. So this is the basics connection string. So I make for the PPT for that. Okay, So we have the some utility or right, so listener. So how to control our listener? So how to control, I mean, how to start the listener, how to stop the listener, how to check the status of the listener. So these all the these command I will show you in the practical. Okay. So actually I'm making some example of these things. So for example, I just make user management, some a little concept here. So I am going to create one user, and then I'm providing some privileges, and I will show you the in real time how they are connecting our databases. Okay. So I will show you that things in our this video. Okay. So okay, let's be go to the practical sessions. Okay. So I will show you inch by inch. Okay, guys. So now open our Mobistram. Okay, so I'm connecting our listener. So let me show you here our database is running or not. Okay, ps hyphen tf grip pmon. Our database is running. So now we have to check the listener. How to check the listener? lsnrctl is a utility name. Okay. So you can connect this like this. Just you can provide the command status. Okay, this is also you can do, or else you can do a single command status. Okay, so see here, this is our service name. So this is all the service name Ramesh, and then prod, and then prod xtb. Okay, there is a three services running. So this is I'm creating for your references. Okay, so I'm going to do everything from the Ramesh use the Ramesh services. Okay, so how to do that I will show you here. And then we can go to the listener.ora file. We can see what inside the listener name.ora listener.ora file. So this is the very important. We have to mention our host name and the port number. Okay, so the listener is by using our host name, the port number. Okay, then only the users are able to connect our databases. Okay, and then the second things, we have to mention our service name in that TNS. Okay, so see this is our service, this is our TNS. So we mentioned right, Ramesh, this is our service name. So I mentioned the service name as well. This is our host name, this is our port name, port number. Okay, so by using this, the listener will be acknowledged. Yes, if we update here, the services should be running in our listener. Okay, then listener should understand, yes, the service is already registered. Okay, then only the users can able to access the database, which is the validations by the listener. Okay, so you understand, right? So actually when I teach about the update statements, see here, when user is a user having the username, password, and then host name and port number, the service name, the user is going to ask the listener to check the data dictionary cache to validations. Okay, so authentications, then needs the listener to validate the listener to validate the host service name is right. Then it's if service name is right, service is running, then the connection is established. Okay, so I teach you while we are explaining the update statements or select statement, right? So those things I'm showing right now the practical. Okay, so now connect the database. SQL plus lances DBA, SQL plus lances DBA. I'm going to create one user. Create user, username Ramesh, identified by password Ramesh123. Okay, now I'm going to provide the grant connect comma resource to Ramesh. Okay, now okay, once connected, once granted, then we are going to try connect CONN. We can use a connect as well. CONNECD connect Ramesh password. Sorry, I put wrong password. Connect again. CONN Ramesh at. Okay. Now check the username. This is Ramesh user is connected. Okay. So this is the connections. So this is connection is local connections. Okay. So we can able to access from the local. If you want, you can see here SQL plus Ramesh username, password at service name. Okay. So you can see, sorry, show user. Okay. So this is the way we are to connecting from here to the databases. This is using by the service name because the Ramesh is our service name. I show you already. So that services is registered by the listener. So registered in listener. So the connection is established. Okay. So now it will the Ramesh user can able to access anything. Okay. So this is the things, the basic things. Okay. So now I am going to show you the remote establish the connections. Okay. So I'm just opening our SQL plus. So I'm going to connect the sample things. Okay. So we can mention whatever here. We can say prod Ramesh. Okay, this is the SQL developer. So all the developers are maximum they are using by the third party tool like SQL developer or Toad like this. Okay. So I mentioned my password. 123. Local host name. We should mention this host name. Test.local domain. This is the port name. We are going to connect by using service name. Service name is Ramesh, right? So just test the connections. We are getting error. 1521. This is a service name, right? Yes, because it will not able to resolve our local host name. So we can use IP address. So let me replace test. It is success. Let me connect. Okay, so it will open. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so now the connection has been established by the users. Okay, so I hope it's working or not. Let me show you. Okay, basic things. So we are establish the connections to the Ramesh user. Okay, same thing it happened in the real time as well. Okay, the same thing happened in real time also. So the multiple times. Okay, see this, the user is Ramesh. His connection is established. Okay, so next sessions we can go to cover the user management and the table space, and we can go. Okay, guys, if you have any doubts, so please posting in our comment sessions. So I will explain on that. Okay, thank you guys.